Hi, Gemini. It's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your mid-month love sitch. We're looking at your situation in love for the next couple of weeks. We're going to look at your energy around the situation, the person who you're thinking about, their energy around the situation. We're going to look at the energy that binds the two of you together, the energy that you're processing together, are both very much aware of. Then we're going to look at a possible outcome, energy that you don't see coming, and get some advice. So we are calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. I don't want to talk to anyone else. And the first thing we have is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So some kind of switching of streams of energy. I'll put that back in. And this is for Gemini. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. Hello, cross watchers. All right, let's take a look at your situation. We've got the Nine of Pentacles reversed. We've got the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Fool. The first feelings that I'm getting, Gemini, is that straight up, I feel like somebody's got another family. Now, that doesn't mean that's a secret. They literally could have family obligations or be separated or divorced, but it feels like there's a situation where somebody seems distracted in commitment because they're constantly going home or leaving. You know, this could be that they're going to work or they're working on something, but it's like I even want to say they come and go. Like they're there, they seem distracted, they go, they're working on something, but they're starting this new thing. It's like they're starting a new relationship, or they have a new relationship, but they constantly go back to the old one for some reason, and it feels like family or something. Okay. Whew. So now we're going to look at your energy. We've got the Tower reversed. We've got the Five of Wands reversed. So it looks like there's been some kind of conflict in the past that you're dealing with, and you're being strong about it. It's like you're having to even maybe hold your tongue a little bit about it. And here's the King of Wands reversed. Now, this is either you talking about this person who's back and forth, in and out. And yeah, excuse me, Gemini, sorry. I even feel like I'm hearing somebody say like they won't put up with it. Like if you give them trouble about what it is that they're doing, they won't deal with it. And the feeling that I get is that they're so stressed out about it, or they have so many obligations, and they're trying to keep all these plates spinning and all these people happy, that if you say anything about it, it's just over the top stressful for them. They can't handle it. And so it's like you're holding your tongue because you've talked about it before and that didn't work out. But then also it's not working out for you either, because this person's like getting what they need and getting what they want by not having to deal with what it is that your needs are. And it's making it really stressful for you. Okay, let's take a look at the person who you're thinking about, their energy. Here's the Hierophant reversed, Temperance reversed, Two of Cups, and Judgment reversed. So this person is stuck in the past. They are having a really hard time alchemizing or balancing things so that they go together. And what that ends up being like is, I'm not committed to you. That's what it feels like. However, I don't feel like it's not that they don't want to be with you and they don't love you. I feel like they do love you and they do want to be with you. But commitment looks different to them based on their situation. They're stuck in the past. These are like really major arcana. You've got major arcana over here too, though, because this is like, hey, I have been burned in the past. I'm trying to avoid another tower situation, but this is very uncomfortable. I'm trying not to like rock the boat and bring conflict together. I'm trying to hold my tongue and be strong about it. But this is definitely kind of a one-way street, or like one person is kind of running the show when it comes to relationship rules more so than the other person. Let's take a look at The energy that binds the two of you together. So the energy that binds the two of you together, the first card that we have here is the Three of Pentacles. So there is collaboration here. There is understanding of maybe blended families even. And here's the Nine of Wands reversed. This is talking about kind of like not having boundaries, not making boundaries, kind of like being open about what needs to happen, which is kind of what we were talking about, trying to keep the peace, trying to keep everybody happy, keep all the plates spinning. There's the 9, the wish card. And then, oh gosh, here is the 7 of Cups too. And this makes me feel like there are just a lot of kids involved, or a lot of people that everybody's trying to keep happy or keep, I even want to say on the radar. Like there's so many people that need to be paid attention to and considered. It feels really difficult to get anybody's attention, your partner's attention, the person that you're thinking of. I'm already at a possible outcome here. So then we're going to go around and we're going to clarify a little bit. But yeah, so I was going to do that. And then this one jumped out. So I think I'm just going to do the outcomes, wanting to talk. So I'm hearing ramp it up, moving it forward, ramping it up. Here's the Death card. It's, wow. It's kind of like the universe has your back. The universe is supporting you in your momentum of moving forward. And this would be ending one cycle and beginning another one. This is a rebirth of sorts. This does, okay, so it's a rebirth, but it's like going forward, ending a cycle. This would be ending a foundation, ending a relationship, ending a marriage. I mean, if all of this is you and you're the one who keeps going back and forth and trying to keep all the plates spinning, it's like something has to change here. Yeah, in order for the future to go forward, in order to manifest with someone, in order to like build with someone, you have to make some changes. I am even hearing stability changes. Okay, let's go ahead and, no, it's this one. Let's go ahead and clarify some things. I want to clarify the situation first. Gemini. All I can keep hearing is Gemini, I. Okay, sorry. So this 9 of Pentacles reversed. Here's the Hermit. Yeah, I do feel like this keeps, whether it's you or whether it's your partner, this going back and forth keeps them kind of hermited. It keeps them in their own, I'm hearing their own business, their own world. It's like they have so many things to juggle that they're distracted, and their distraction keeps them in a place of not being present. What they're needing to do is some healthy self-reflection and figure out how to maintain this. Instead, it's kind of like when people say running with like a chicken with their head cut off. It's like before they even get to breathe, they are off picking somebody up or running an errand or going to work, or it just feels so chaotic. It feels so chaotic. So here's that 8 of Cups. And here's the Strength card. Here they are going back and forth, and it's like, it's draining them. I don't know how they're keeping up with this, or if this is you. Like this, it's exhausting. And the feeling that I get is that it's never ending. So the thing is down here, that possible outcome, this has to, like, in order for it to end or for something to change, wow, I'm even hearing rules have to bend or break, but somebody has to make a plan for something to change, because it's not just going to change. It'll just keep going like this unless you change it or your person changes it. So here is work. I'm working hard, whether it's work or whether it's going back and forth and, you know, keeping everybody happy. But wow, and here's the 8 of Pentacles. Clarifying the 8 of Pentacles. It's almost like somebody's got this dialed in. I know exactly how to spin all these plates, and it's all great. It's all fun and games until something happens. And like, okay, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I'm just saying, like, if something, say somebody's late, that just throws a wrench in everything. Like say, you know, somebody ran out of gas and they had to go get gas in the midst of all of this. It's like, I'm an expert at this until something little happens, because everything just feels so close together, so timed, so close together, so frantic even. But I've got this down. I know exactly what to do. I have to go here, here, here. Like it's a little bit of a manic feeling actually. And then they're trying to maintain some kind of relationship or new relationship, or it's new compared to what the old relationship and family. Yeah, it's a new love relationship. Oh, or a new way of looking at this new love relationship. I'm looking at your energy again, Gem. Here's this Tower reversed. Being burned in the past, but also not trying to rock the boat. Trying to avoid Tower moments. And in the face of that, it's like making new rules for yourself, but talk about bending and breaking rules. It's like, this is keeping you from connecting with your higher self. And this, like being strong, leaves a lot of cycles unfinished. It leaves some unfinished business. There's stuff that needs to be resolved that's not being resolved, that continues to carry on because of all of this not wanting to rock the boat. And here, this King of Wands, it's like you're trying to keep the door open for this King of Wands, but during that whole thing, during that whole not rocking the boat and keeping the door open for this person, you're disregarding your own needs. Let's take a look at your person's energy and clarify some of that. They feel like they're doing the right thing. I again feel like this has to do with kids. This has to do with like running around. I feel like just running rampant, kind of like just really chaotic, really manic. Somebody's not seeing the big picture here. They're like just doing what they have to do. They're just doing what they have to do. They're just going, going, going. They're not seeing the big picture. They're not seeing that instead of like dealing with all of these things and trying to juggle everything, that they need to streamline. They also need some help. They need some help. That doesn't mean that you need to help them. It means that they need some help somehow. You're not, I don't get the feeling that you're the one who's supposed to step in and do something. They need to figure out a different way to do this. Being stuck in the past. And I feel like there's some guilt and shame around this. Like there's a reason why they're doing this. They feel bad about something. And so they're overcompensating. So the energy that the two of you are dealing with together, this is the Three of Pentacles. So all of this, I even want to say coexisting, but all this collaboration, and there's a lot of, I want to say, what's next? What do we need? It's like, it's so chaotic. It's like crossing off things on a list of things to do, not having any boundaries, not saying no, go, go, go. Right. So you guys are both trapped in this energy because one of you has it, one of you's letting it happen because you don't feel like you have a choice. I'm not okay. And again, this is the Judgment reverse. So it's being stuck in this past energy. And geez, sorry, Gemini, but there's something going on because there's nothing wrong with my throat. There's some definite speaking of the truth that needs to happen, and somebody's scared that the other is gonna, jump or run, or like, I don't have time for this kind of thing. But this needs to be addressed and it needs to be resolved. And somebody's stuck in the past, and it's going to keep both of you stuck in the past if you don't resolve it for a kind of an indefinite amount of time. And yeah, there's something, it's like, it's not that you don't want to take care of everything that's being taken care of. It's like, oh, I love the kids, or, oh, I love, I want to be helpful. It's not really about that. It's about how this is going on. It's about the logistics. This isn't working. It's not working for the relationship. Yeah, this is some self-sabotage that's going on. How can you fix this? Or how can this person fix this? There's a different way to go about doing this. The thing is, when they ask for help, or when they ask this other parent perhaps for help, they're going to get a lot of resistance and they're going to get a lot of conflict. But the thing is, that's exactly what they need to do, because it's not working. It's too much for one person to be spinning all these plates. Okay, so what's going on in your possible outcome? Moving on, changing something. I even feel like somebody's got to end some kind of relationship in order to move forward. This might be you speaking your truth about how this isn't working and this needs to go forward differently. And they're like, fine, I'm out of here, because they're so stressed out and they can't manage that too. I just don't think that that's forever. I feel like that's just like what they're saying now because they're overwhelmed. But let's see. Yeah, you're like, these dynamics are not working. And here's a whole bunch of family dynamics. Like, this is even like carting people around, like driving people around. Like, this schedule is insane. This doesn't work. And yeah, if there's an end to this relationship, it is so regretted. And so I don't really feel like this is the end, even though it may look like that. I'm not going to manifest this forward anymore. I don't have time. I don't have time to have a relationship right now. And then someone's like, I'm just going to take some time and heal my heart. I just don't feel like this is the end. I just feel like this is a moment. It's a moment, but there's nothing that you can do to make this person see differently. They're going to miss you. And also, Gemini, take what resonates. If this is vice versa, it might be. Okay, let's take a look at energy that you don't see coming in the next couple of weeks. Oh, I feel very stressed out. I feel very stressed. Energy that you don't see coming. We've got that family card. Here's community. Privileged lady. I feel like someone's saying, this person just sits back and does nothing while you're doing all of this stuff. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I think that's true. I don't think that that other person sits back and does nothing, but it might appear that way. But here's the marriage card. There's definitely some kind of commitment, even if these people are not together any longer. There's some kind of commitment that someone's taken on the responsibility to continue doing all of the stuff, like they're committed to making that work, even though the relationship is not together anymore. Here's the journey. I feel like somebody's really carting people around, dropping people off, picking people up. And here's the Coffin card. This means that there's an end in sight. There is an end in sight. I still feel like, though, somebody has to make that happen. They have to say, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. So we have to find a different way because I'm not going to do this anymore. Like, then that has to happen. I feel like before it's like, well, there is no other way to do this. And so it's like everybody fell in line and just started doing it. And now it's like, okay, that has to happen. Somebody has to make a call. And that's how the change is going to happen. Oh, this is so stressful. I can't even stand it. Let's take a look at messages of love, oracle cards. What's going on? I feel for some of you that this is your partner, but I feel for other people here that this is you, and your partner is the one who is like not saying a whole lot because they don't want to be, I'm hearing disrespectful, but also they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to stress you out anymore. So acceptance, everything happens for a reason. I again want to say, like, this is just a time. It's just a time, a moment in time, spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. You know, somebody is really hanging on, like being a good sport about all of this. Past life love, your soul remembers this intense connection. And maybe that's why this person is staying around, because they know this is worth the wait. Healing, old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. This has a lot to do with what you I'm hearing what you respect and what you respond to, but it has a lot to do with what you commit to. Okay, one more. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. So there might, for some of you, there's some interesting storylines going on here, Gemini, but for some of you, I feel like this new relationship is what ended the last relationship, but there's still family or obligations. And that's why the guilt and the shame. And that's why like someone's taking on too much or more than they can handle. But the reason why this new relationship happened is because it feels like a twin flame relationship or, you know, past life love. And so it feels like that's why this happened. Let's take a look at, I want to know, romance oracle. I want to know what your romance angels want to say about this relationship. It's almost like there's so many obstacles that keep you from having time and space together that you're like, what's going on? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. The red flags would be, for some reason, not being able to speak your truth, not being able to say, this isn't working. We need to resolve this somehow. I don't mean to stress you out. I'm not giving you an ultimatum, but we need to shift something. Something needs to change here. This isn't working. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. There's that acceptance there. And this is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, I want to get some moonology for you, Gemini. What do you need to know about this? I want to say something about the red flags again. I just keep seeing those. It depends on how you come at this, but being able to speak your truth is super important. A time for healing. It's time to take action. And you and your loved ones are safe. One more. A new romantic cycle begins. Okay, you know what? There are actually two more that want to come out, so we'll just read them. Look at the bigger picture, which is in here too, and emotions are running high. I feel like it just depends on how you approach this. I don't feel like there's anything that's over, but I feel like there's a lot going on that needs to be balanced out. Okay, that's what I got for you, Gemini. Let me know how that resonated, and I'll be back soon with some more energy checks.